I know what's going on with the heart field between 91, 110, 6 and 7, 21, 34, and 55 to become 1. 2 stubbies, 1 longer one. You know? It creates a heart field, okay? It creates this. This is what's going on. This is the cross, guys. This is what that means, okay? You have your 110. It is connected to this. To 1 of 7 of 13 of 110. When it gets to there, it intersects with 2 things. One of them originating from 5, which is a 6. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is kind of an 11. And there's another one originating from the 89, which goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Because of that, only the common spots will be counted as part of the 110. But because of the vortex from the top part here, of the heart bending in, guys, you won't count these. The only ones you're going to count are the bottom ones that are common. So when you add up 110, 91, 6, 7, 21, 34, and 55, you get... So when we're solving for this guy, this is what we get. 6 and 7 is 13, 91 and 110 is 201, 21, 34, 55 is 110. It comes to 324, okay? But we're not done, okay? I know that because we're mastering the 3rd dimension, which 3 makes 4 makes 5, means to evolve to the 5th dimension of our 3rd dimensional reality, we need to add hex to this. Because I want 340, because I want a 7, a higher dimension of 7. And I know that 6 is the base of the 3rd dimension. So, the 4th and the 5th, you know? So let's try to find 16 in here, shall we? Alright, well, it wasn't that hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 3 make 4 make 5. There you have it, 324 plus hex. You know, 3rd dimension. 3 makes 4 makes 5. Now it's official. Yeah, I forgot that guy, so I added him. He just, that guy plus that guy. And then joins his friends, you know? 340. 76, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's a little frustrating because, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like I have a 1, 9. And I have a 2 9s for 99. And then I have a half, a 5. So I have 2.5 of 5 to make the V. That's frustrating. Alright. So that's a nail, that's a nail. Okay. The 2 beneath here are the 2 nails in his feet. Because mine has 2 for some reason. Okay. And then the 1 here, the 21, is the thing holding up his, like, you know, his midsection of balance, guys. And then this and this and this and this just depict the rest of the chunks of the cross. Okay? That's what that means. Man is electric. Man is the earth. Man is the universe. Well, I guess if I have 995, I better get moving and make that V so that we can get to 1,000, which is the 4th dimension, so we can create the 5th dimension. You know, like 987 plus a 13. I'm not angry, okay, guys? I just want to know the truth. Okay, I've been searching for a very long time for the truth, and this is where it's gotten me, okay, guys? This is the best truth that I've been able to find so far, and all that's stopping me are 1, 2, 3, 4 different, 3 different cells, kind of 4 to make 5, so I can make a really big friggin' P, guys. Alright guys, I finished the cipher, I understand how it works now, okay? So, like, here it is, okay? So basically what goes on is, once you understand the hard stuff. Okay? Once you understand the hypercube, okay? Then you expand to a unit of 4. Okay? So 4, which makes you're forced to create the 5th column here. When you're forced to create the 5th column, then it gets dicey down here in this trinity. This is where the top of the heart is being created. Okay? In the, let's say, bar magnet representation of the toroidal field and a sitting down ring magnet representation of the toroidal field. Sorry, that's a lot to say, but the trick is once we make the hypercube, okay, we make the 5 by 5 by 5 by 5, you know, like once we make the hypercube, everything just comes naturally. So in time, I guess. You know? And even like look, like now you're supposed to be grounded in Earth and man is supposed to be a 13th dimensional being. Okay, well, that's a depiction of someone whose legs are there, whose feet, you know, are bent up like this, like a V. That's what being grounded is. Okay? It's having your feet up like that, making a V or something. Anyway. But once you made the 5 by 5, okay, it's important because that's when we made the distinction that we had an 11 here. We had 2 6s here, which meant we had 3 6s here, which meant we had, you know, 2 more 6s, and 1 6 going down, you know, and everything else, all the other dimensions. So balance was achieved. And on and on it went. There was always sticking out. Now what's sticking out? If this is going down and down and down and just reducing infinitely, what's sticking out, guys? I know what's sticking out. You have to add 1 to the last one. And it goes on and on and on, guys. And you can decode all you want because all comes down to the same cipher. That cipher being that once you understand the 4th column of Fibonacci, okay? Once you get to 110, that's where the cipher changes, okay? At 1 of 7 of 13 of 110, when you're solving for the one underneath 110, okay? The cipher changes, guys, okay? And so does the math, okay? The math changes, but this math can be replicated, okay? Infinitely, guys. So it can be replicated, okay? We'll go over this. 110, 340. 110, 340. I must be talking about 7 and 8. 7 and 8. 34, 55, 89. Well, why that? Well, we're solving for this guy, so I have to bring over 34, 55, 89. Okay? That's the way it worked last time, right? Yeah. 21 went. Yeah. Anyway, so we do the math, guys. Okay, so 110 up with 340 is 450. 7 and 8 is 15. 34, 55, 89 is 178. Add the blues together, you get 643. Remembering that we have to add hex from 0 to 16. Okay, we get this 659. So this right here is 659. And then on and on and on and on it goes, using the same pattern. So the fractal pattern for the 5th column of Fibonacci is different because once again, balance has changed. And what we're left with is a different depiction of a 1. Okay, guys? We're not looking at it. We're looking at a 1 like this now. We're not talking about ones that are like this. We're not talking about ones that are like this. Or ones that are like this. We're talking about ones that are like this. Okay? And this one has 3 sections. Okay? And then balance is met. And then 3 more sections later, balance is met. So all this means is that this is a cipher based on n. And n is infinite, guys. Okay? N, okay, is infinite. So, anyway, like, so if this is the cipher. So if 5 is n, that means 7 means n plus 2, and 10 means n plus 5. Because 2 would be the depiction of an n plus a 0 plus a 1, And n plus 5 would be the depiction of n plus a v. So, you do the math, okay? N is 5, or, sorry, where are we? We're here, 76. So n is 76, n is 78, and n is 81. Add them up, you get 235. Look at that. It's because a 2's a 1, a 3's a 1, and a 5 is shockingly a 1. So if you apply the formula, okay, from 76, you get 235, and on and on and on she goes, okay? 712. You tell me. Hey guys, this is fun. Okay, so if two v's make an x, that means two x's make an L. 50. And two L's make a C. 100. And two C's make a D. 500. And two D's make an M. 1000. Remember I was talking about the blood types? Like these are all the Rh positives in this line on 7. Okay? All the Rh positives, so that means the O, the A, the B, and the AB. That would make this all the AB negatives. Okay? That would make this all the B negatives, all the A negatives, and all the O negatives. Now isn't it interesting that the balanced people are the AB negatives, and there's not very many of them. Next is the B negatives. And it looks like we have a strong connection to the Rh positives, the B negatives. Okay? Not the A negatives and the O negatives don't have such quite an attraction to the Rh positives, especially the O negatives. Interesting. So again, when I reduced the numbers and got 6436, I'm pretty sure 6436 is correct, just like 34 is, 340, because there's your 34 in a circle. Anyway, so 6436 basically reduces to a 10 and a 9, which are your trump cards, because in the third dimension, these guys aren't numbers. You only have 7 numbers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You only have 7 numbers. 8. Because it's the 7's crossed. Because it always has a little dash through it. Okay? 9 is balanced. It's not a number. It's the most powerful number. It's the union between a 0 and a 1. Because look at it. And 0 and 1 are the building blocks of the third dimension. So I guess after that, you could pretty much become as infinite as you want to become if you want to go ahead and just, you know, do the math and fill out giant tables for your own fun.